Hello, my crafty friends. It is the 2nd of the month, and that means it's time to share the July sheetload of cards. The sheetload of cards is the brainchild of Alicia at Call Me Crafty Al. On the first of each month, she shows her finished cards, tells you how you can download your sheetload. It is free for subscribers to her YouTube channel, and it comes with a sketch, a supply list, and a cutting guide. It's such an efficient way to use up your pattern papers and make a sheetload of cards. The 2nd of each month, Alicia has a process video on her YouTube channel showing you how she created her cards, along with tips and tricks, and the collaboration teams all get to share their projects. I am on the YouTube collaboration team. There is also a blog collaboration team and an Instagram collaboration team. All of that information, including Alicia's YouTube channel where you can find out how to download your own sheetload, is in the description box below. So this month is another fun fold. It is a mini slimline edition, which I was really excited about. I love doing mini slimlines and slimline cards, and the yield is 12 cards. I love working assembly line and an opportunity to make 12 cards. I was going to make birthday cards from my mom's nursing home, and I was good to go. However, I did have to change things up a little bit, and nothing against the sketch or the card itself. I really liked it. So I'm going to show you the single card that I made following the sheetload as intended, and then after that I will show you the 12 cards that I made and why I changed them up. So Alicia always includes alternatives, and there's dimensions for you to make a single card if you choose to. So that is what I did today because I really liked the sheetload and I wanted to try it as Alicia had intended. So this is a mini slimline card. It measures 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. Normally the mini slimlines that I make are 6 by 3 1/2. Both of them fit in a number 8 envelope. In Canada and the US, these are readily available even at supermarkets. They're kind of the standard size that people used to use. I think they are the perfect size for a check, actually, and maybe that's how that size started. But at any rate, here is my card. I followed the sketch almost completely. I did add a few more things. I made mine into Happy Mail. I used some more sparkly pattern paper from my stash. It is from the Citrus stack, which is what I used for my sheetload of cards last month. I used stitched scalloped circles from 2D Designs. The Hello is from Karen Burniston's new waterfall die set. It's actually a re-release, not the waterfall die set, but the Hello part. She had room when she was figuring out the waterfall dies to slide in that Hello. It was in another die set long ago that had been retired, and when she brought it back, the design team was really excited. It's just such a nice size. It's such a whimsical scripty font. So I die cut that from turquoise cardstock and adhered it down to my scalloped circle. I did use my crocodile and punched my 2 holes and added baker's twine. And then for a fun pop of color, I used the pierced bloom dies from Stampin' Up. I really like these. You get so many blooms, so you can cut a whole pile at a time. You can just line them all up on yellow cardstock and run them through, line them all up on pink and run them through, and then purple, and you can end up with just a few passes through your machine. You can have a whole bunch of flowers. They all have this lovely pierced detail. I'm really glad that I invested in that stamp set, or in that die set rather. So here I've used a couple of the blooms and leaves, and I just tucked them under my scallop circle, which was popped up with thin foam tape. And, you know, because the background paper was sparkly, I added Wink of Stella to brighten that up some more. Now my panel, as shown in the sketch, started out being the whole turquoise panel, but ooh, it was a lot of turquoise. So I thought, let's break it up by stenciling. And I used the fanned slimline stencil from Stamplerations and just turquoise ink, and I stenciled the panel, and it still felt like that was a whole lot of turquoise. So I trimmed it down and added it to a white base, but the white base is the size that Alicia has in her sketch here at 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. Now the fun thing about this card is it opens like this. So your card is actually attached to this base, and it is what I refer to as a postcard style card. So it's got this fun fold on it. I added some more flowers from the Stitched Blooms. These holographic stickers I have had forever. I'm not sure where they came from. I'm going to say possibly Stampendous, but I mean, they're so old. But I love the pop of color that they gave. Another one of the leaf sprigs from the Pierced Blooms set. And Sending Hugs comes from Just Because by Gina K. Fun card I can send out for Happy Mail. I was really happy with it. I was excited to actually make one as Alicia showed, because I think the concept is really great. But it didn't work for me for my nursing home donation cards, and that is what I wanted to make with this month's Sheetload. So I am going to tidy this up a little bit and then bring in the 12 cards that I made with a few little adjustments, and I will be right back. So I wanted to show you how I changed up the July Sheetload cards. And the reason I changed them up, it's not because I didn't like what Alicia came up with. I think they're really cool and I will make more of them. But because I donate 25 birthday cards a month to my mom's nursing home, an opportunity to make 12 cards, I wanted to make them birthday cards. And I really wanted them to have a stand-up card, like a top folding or a side folding card that they can put on their nightstand or their sofa table. I know a lot of the residents don't have a lot of room to display cards, and I really wanted them to have stand-up cards rather than, say, a postcard style card. And I'm not even sure how much of that generation would understand it. I can see them being frustrated trying to open a card that doesn't open. So I did change it up to make it work for me, which is the beauty of Sheetloads. I still got 12 cards. I used up a bunch of pattern paper that's bright and cheerful. I was happy about that. They are all the same on the card fronts. I have this rainbow zigzag patterned paper as the big panel here and a star on the other side. They're matted with purple cardstock on all of them. I started out by creating a folded slimline card base that's just white. And when I laid the panel on top, I thought it just needed a little something. So when I went through the paper pad, I still have all kinds of paper in that pad. It is called Over the Rainbow by Recollections. It's a 12 by 12 pad. And I pulled out 2 sheets here, and I was able to get all of the background panels for my cards from those 2 sheets. So I was very happy about that. Rather than punching holes like I did on the single card that I made and is shown in the sketch, I cut slits in the purple mat and wrapped my baker's twine through that. And they are secured with glue so they don't open and they don't slide around. I was able to use lots of foam tape because these cards are hand delivered to the residents. I don't have to worry about bulk as long as they fit in the envelopes. That's fine. For my sentiments on the fronts, I used Altenew Birthday Builder. So there's all kinds of happies and birthdays that you can combine. I bought this set last year. Oh gosh, no, there was COVID last year. I bought this set the year before last, and I bought it because I make so many birthday cards. It was a good opportunity for me to have so many different sizes and fonts available. If it's still available for purchase, I will have it linked in my blog. I'll have all the supplies that are available linked on my blog, which is in the description box below. So that is what I used for the sentiment on the outside, and they are different colors. Gotta love a Misty stamping tool to help with that. So I did all of these ones first. I had die cut my circles. They're the scallop stitched nesting circles by 2D Designs. I had cut my circles out of white cardstock, cut them in half as Alicia showed in her video, and then I lined them up in my Misty. So I figured out where I wanted that birthday to sit on my little semicircle, and I stamped all the red ones, cleaned the stamp, and stamped all the purple ones. So quick and easy with a precision stamping tool like the Misty. Cleaned off the birthday, then added the happy and did the same thing. These 6 got a purple happy, and these 6 got kind of a teal blue happy. Did not take very long at all to do all of that stamping, everything lined up, and there were no oopses at all. If something didn't stamp properly, I just simply inked it and restamped it. Inside, I stamped Celebrate the Good Stuff, and they are all stamped the same. And I used a green ink for those, And the stamp that I used is a retired stamp set from Stampin' Up! Called Picture Perfect Birthday. Again, I really like the sentiments that are included in the set, so that is one of the reasons that I had picked that stamp set up. So I used that for the inside, and I had 12 cards all finished and ready to go to the nursing home residents. If you enjoyed my video today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. And that's it for me today.